I see Tatu is still here and would love to maybe pose this question to her. Nothing to do with interest and nothing to do with WeconnectU, but a critical challenge for the market. And maybe while she's here, she can answer that. Tatu, do you mind just switching your camera? There we go. Tatu, the question is, or more statement, is we're experiencing massive issues to get our FFCs. I know this is probably a question you get a lot. So what is the latest status quo about getting or renewing FFCs? I know, sorry, before you answer, a big thing is getting companies or clients registering new companies, and those companies obviously need new FFCs. So, with the new application as well as the renewal, maybe you can deal with them separately. How quick is it? How far is the backlog? And is there any measures to fast track it?
Thank you for that, Johan. Every time I hear FFC queries, I want to run away, but I'll answer it in two ways. So if it is for new company registrations, there was a webinar that was done, I believe, by the executive in that department, Deborah, on the process, because now we're talking about real estate, right, and all other subsectors. So we did an extensive webinars, and I believe about 8 of them. And the very last one, I believe it was on the 20th of September, it was a Friday, where we did one for all subsectors, the how-to. And that recording, as well as the presentation, is available on our portal. Now, so if the turnaround time, as prescribed by the legislation, provided that all documentation are submitted, is 30 days. And what I've been seeing happening, and I think it also needs to be attributed to me. People send an application, and after 72 hours, 3 days, they WhatsApp me. I've sent an application, where's my FFC? So that's also a little bit unfair. But for all FFCs, and they know, practitioners know, that come and reach my inbox, I follow up and ensure that those are attended to. But as far as the FFC, individual FFCs, right? What practitioners I've seen have also been happening a lot. They'll send an application form, they'll send an ID document, and then they don't send anything else. That's the first thing. Secondly, Johan and colleagues, which is the biggest hindrance or delay, is that they will send all the documents, then they'll send a proof of payment, but on the proof of payment, they'll write FFC as the reference. So I think it is important that I say how critical it is that the FFC reference number is treated like an ID number. If you don't do that, I cannot allocate those funds. Therefore, that will not trigger the FFC. And I know there is a communique that went out again on Wednesday, just highlighting the significance of the FFC number. But in terms of backlog, there isn't that much of a delay, because now we are also tackling renewals, because we are in our renewal season. We've got about 8,000 applications that we are tackling, and we want to ensure that those FFCs for this year, before we go for Christmas, are issued. So that's what we are prioritizing. But I've ensured that that department is capacitated, but I also want to just stress the importance of submitting all documents before you say your FFC is delayed. But just thinking futuristically, colleagues, we have concluded the SCM, well, the bid for procuring a system so that we can do incredible things like the WeconnectU and the Red Rabbit is doing. It is my commitment that before the end of this financial year, we will have a system that will enable us to work efficiently in this financial year. And that's a commitment that I've made to my principals as well. It cannot continue, otherwise I'm leaving. So, which I don't
okay.
I was worried for a moment when you said you want to run away. Thank you for not running away, and thank you for sharing your commitment to industry. I think it's now turn for the industry to give her a hand to say she's not running away. She will get this done. Thank you, Tatu.
Thank you, Sean.
Tatu, I want to just finish off that question because, the people are frustrated. If it doesn't happen in 30 days, what is the escalation steps to take if you've done your part?
What I also, Johanna, I must state this, what practitioners are doing, because they've got emails now of the president, of the deputy president, they don't even come to me. When registrations is not responding, they escalate to the president. And that's something like, colleagues, don't do that. Because I said, you WhatsApp me at 9 o'clock on a Sunday, I respond and I make sure that that's issued. So can the escalations point stop with me? When I start ignoring you, your WhatsApps, your emails, then escalate to the board, but it shouldn't be that way because I'm here for a reason. Even the team in that department is here for a reason. They're operational, they're getting salaries, some of them hefty salaries, and they must attend. So, and hence I've cranked up on consequence management. You've seen that. You do know of the suspensions that have emanated from that department as well. So I'm really serious about customer service to our stakeholders, because that's why we're here. If we're not servicing you, then we shouldn't be here. So I really take that seriously. I don't take it lightly. Hence, I don't block you. I still respond to your WhatsApp and your text. So can the escalation point, the ultimate one, be me? And if I'm not doing anything, then really you can send it to the president. But I think there's so many issues affecting our country. The last thing that Honorable President wants to do is receive queries escalated by a frustrated practitioner who's been waiting for his the FFC for 72 hours.
I must honestly commend you with what you just done. First of all, say it's a personal matter. Secondly, provide your personal details. And lastly, keeping everybody around you accountable. I think we can't really ask for more. I know that you haven't been with the PPRA for 100 years and didn't create everything that is challenging there at the moment. But with what you just said, I think it built some confidence with me that hopefully it's a light at the end of the tunnel. And also the commitment with regards to this financial year to get a solution in to hopefully make this faster, quicker, and better for everybody around. So that for me is amazing. Well done, and I think the heart behind it. I know it's not as easy to implement always, so good luck with that second phase of deciding is easy. Implementation is usually where it gets challenging.